Welcome to the first capstone of the career module. You're going to design an Azure Virtual Desktop environment for a realistic 600-user insurance and actuarial firm, with 3 very different user groups and a hard data residency constraint. By the end, you'll have a portfolio-grade architecture design document and a worked reference solution to check your reasoning against. Meet Bramwell Mutual. 600 users need to move off aging on-premises session host servers onto Azure Virtual Desktop. 3 personas have very different needs: high-volume claims processors, heavier actuaries running Excel and Power BI, and a small GPU-hungry data science team. On top of that, the state insurance regulator requires policyholder data to stay in a single Azure region, with a full year of auditable session logging. That constraint is going to shape almost every decision that follows. Your design document needs 6 sections, and each decision needs a short justification, not just a choice. We'll walk through a worked reference solution for each section. Treat it as one defensible answer, not the only correct one. If your design differs, you should be able to say exactly why it's a better fit for Bramwell Mutual specifically. 3 host pools matched to the 3 personas. Claims processors get a general-purpose SKU at high density because they run the same 2 apps all day with little customization. Actuaries get a heavier SKU at lower density because Excel and Power BI models need more memory and CPU per user. The data science team gets personal, one-to-one GPU-backed VMs, because Monte Carlo simulation workloads need dedicated GPU access that simply cannot be shared across concurrent sessions. Identity stays cloud-first, Entra ID join everywhere, with conditional access requiring a compliant device and MFA scoped to the Azure Virtual Desktop and Windows Cloud login apps. On the network side, Private Link removes public endpoints from both the AVD feed and the FSLogix storage account. RDP ShortPath serves managed corporate devices, and Azure Firewall locks egress down to exactly the service tags AVD needs. Nothing else gets out of that VNet. FSLogix profile containers sit on Azure Files Premium, authenticated with Microsoft Enter Kerberos, which lets an Enter-joined-only environment reach the file share without ever standing up Active Directory domain services. The actuary and data science pools get bigger provisioned shares and exclusions tuned for their heavier working sets, while the claims pool stays lean, because there's simply less to persist for that persona. Each pool gets its own scaling plan because each persona's usage pattern is different. Claims follows a predictable shift pattern. Actuaries need a gentler drain so long-running work isn't interrupted. The data science pool skips scheduled autoscale entirely and uses Start VM on Connect instead, so an expensive GPU VM only powers on, and only bills, the moment its assigned user actually connects. Session hosts in the pooled pools are stateless. If one is lost, you just redeploy it from the versioned golden image in Azure Compute Gallery. The durable asset is the FSLogix profile data, and here the regulator's constraint really matters. Instead of the usual cross-region replication pattern, resilience comes from availability zones and in-region backups only. That trade-off, accepting regional outage risk in exchange for regulatory compliance, needs to be written down explicitly, not left implicit. Package the finished document as a clean Markdown or PDF file with one architecture diagram, an assumptions and trade-offs section, and a rough cost estimate from the Azure pricing calculator. That's portfolio artifact number 1. In the next capstone, you'll build and document a scaled-down, working slice of exactly this design, so you end up with both the paper design and proof it actually deploys.